not going to tell you what's trendy and how to design a bookshelf with clean, minimalistic, modern design. On this channel, it's all about how to create an artistic space. In this episode, I'm going to share with you 5 simple and easy steps that will help you create your own artistic, maximalist, vintage, eclectic bookshelf that will make your space look so artistic and so much cozier. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Lucy. After owning my art gallery for 3 years, I realized I wasn't living the dream. I wasn't living the artistic lifestyle I always wanted. So, I decided to close my art gallery and start a new artistic journey in my new home art studio. On my channel, I'll take you behind the scenes and show you the vibrant happenings inside my art studio, offering a blend of art education and entertainment. Behind the scenes insights, art creations, art talks, and vlogs. So consider subscribing and welcome to the exclusive behind the scenes access to the Lucy Shop Art Studio.
The focal point of my lounge area in my new home art studio is my bookshelf, and I was able to create this very artistic and unique design by combining art and design together and by applying 5 easy simple steps. But before I share these steps with you, I want to tell you the first and the number one rule that you need to keep in mind in order to have an artistic bookshelf. You need to combine books, pottery, art, and some light, if you can, in your bookshelf to get this aesthetic that you are looking for. So step number 1, use different levels. We all heard that in order to have a very unique bookshelf, the first step that we need to do is to use different levels. Avoid having all of your objects on the same level. Use at least 3 different levels when you're placing your objects on every single shelf. So if you are mixing books and pottery and other objects, probably souvenirs, probably some pictures and frames, make sure that each one has a different height. Avoid having everything all at the same height just to add a little bit of visual interest. Number 2, add layers. Adding layers to your bookshelf create a lot of nice details. So you can layer separate books on top of each other, or you simply can layer different objects. So you have, let's say, a piece of glass, you can put it on top of an open book, or if you have a big chunky book, you can put a wooden box, then layer a small vase on top, or any trinket, anything that will help you get this artistic aesthetic that you are looking for. Adding layers shouldn't be taken lightly, however, you shouldn't excess it. There's no need to add layers on every single shelf or on every single item on your shelf. You can add just 2 or 3 different layers here and there that will add really beautiful details to your bookshelf. Number 3, mix materials. This is the most important step to make your bookshelf look so eclectic. Usually when we think of bookshelves, we think of vases and books and probably a little bit of pictures. But if you think of this very specific detail, you will transform your bookshelf to something regular, to something very eclectic and special. Think about the materials that you are using when you are decorating your bookshelf. Keep in mind, you want to make it artistic. Mix between wood and ceramic, probably metallic, pottery, velvet, or wooden pieces mixed with glass. So you don't have to follow a specific rule. Everything has to be the same. The more you use different materials, the more your bookshelf is gonna look eclectic and artistic. Now, the last 2 tips are game changing. And if you apply these 2 tips in your design, it will definitely make your bookshelf so artistic. So number 4, play with shapes. Now, when I tell you play with shapes, you are going to think about the objects that you're placing inside of your bookshelf. But the first step that you need to take into consideration is the shape and the size of your bookshelf itself. So in my case, in my art studio, the shelf behind me is so structured. It has these very clean, edgy corners. So I want to start with the exterior of my bookshelf, which means I need to add more weird shapes in the objects that I'm using, more circular shape, oval shape, and I have this very unique glass grape shape that has a very unique texture and shape and material to it. So mix the shapes that you are using, and the more you add circular objects to your bookshelf, the more you're gonna add this visual interest. Number 5, create depth. This is a very nice step that I highly recommend to implement, especially if you have long shelves. And if you don't, you can still create depth. And this is the best way where you can add artistic elements. place some paintings or some really nice hanging art pieces at the back of your bookshelf and place the books to the front. There's no need to push all the books backwards or put everything to the front. Benefit from this space. This will add a lot of visual artistic interest. And this is an opportunity for you to make your bookshelf so artistic, because the best way that you can incorporate art pieces is to hang them at the back of your paint of the bookshelf, place the items in front, or as well you can hang some art pieces on the edges and on the side of your bookshelf, just like how I did with these small tiny vintage copper frames that I have. Creating depth is not necessarily just on the shelf. Take the whole bookshelf as one element and be creative and incorporate art pieces as well. So these are the 5 steps in order to create an artistic, eclectic, and maximalist art bookshelf to create a very cozy environment. Keep in mind, always be artistic, be creative. There's no need to follow a specific rule. Combine books with pottery, with paintings, and add some lights as well. And definitely you will have the bookshelf that's very unique and will be the center of attention in your artistic space. If you find this episode helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting art and design episodes. I highly recommend to watch the next episode because it's going to be very helpful to help you create an artistic space. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.